Being labeled a world record holder is not a title to take lightly. Just take this person, for example, who held a plank for 8 hours long. Or this person who walked on the smallest rope ever for 64 meters. And that's not even the end of it. In this video, we'll look at the 20 craziest world records that will never be broken. 20. Plank, starting with Daniel Scaley, who holds the world record for staying in a plank for 8 hours and 15 minutes. Which is crazy. I mean, come on. I can't even do it for 30 seconds. I don't know about you, but even watching Daniel's body shake is making my abs hurt. So how about we just move on to the next one? 19. Slackline. I want you to close your eyes and imagine this with me for just a few seconds. You're on slackline, 242 meters above the ground, connected from one mountaintop to another with a total length of 62 meters. And then you fall. Just kidding, just kidding. But Spencer wasn't. Spencer Seabrook is the record holder for the longest slackline walk in the world. Obviously, Spencer isn't afraid of heights because he was 242 meters above the ground, soaring with the birds. He walked a total length of 62 meters. Now that's a record that's unbreakable. I'm getting butterflies just watching, so let's move on to the next one. 18. Sleep. Have you ever thought what your body will look like if you come home from work and didn't sleep the whole night? I am sure you must have done it before, but how long can you really go without sleep? Well, I don't know about you, but if I don't sleep within a day, my body will start acting up. Now imagine my shock when I came across a man who did not sleep for 11 whole days. No, I kid you not. This man's eyes were open for 11 days. Well, if that is not a Superman among humans, I don't know what he is. Moving on to number 17. 17. Baseball bats. What do you use to defend yourself when an intruder enters your apartment? No, an intruder won't enter. It's just an harmless question. You might think of the other one, but baseball bat is a common choice. And the reason for choosing it is because of how strong it is. Well, you would be as surprised as I was when I saw this old man breaking baseball bats without sweats. A record of 68 broken bats within a minute is a superhuman move. Muhammad definitely deserves his flowers. Now, let's look for who else deserves a flower bouquet at number 16. 16. Breaking nuts. A quick question. Ever broken a nut with your head? Sounds ridiculous, right? Now imagine competitors who use their heads to break their nuts. That's crazy, I know, but what's crazier is that it will be done within just a minute. This is definitely an extreme sport. The blood on their foreheads say so. At the end of the day, there can only be one winner, and Muhammad it is. A record of most broken nuts in a minute is a home run. Next up, number 15. 15. Pull-ups. I can't remember the last time I did a pull-up. We all know how hard it is to pull one's entire weight. I, for one, would throw a party if I can manage 5 pull-ups in 10 minutes. How many can you accomplish in a minute? Well, Adam was faced with that very question, and he showed us that he must have had a military background or something. I mean, I am getting tired just by looking at him, and yet he broke the previous record like a piece of cake. This is one record that won't be broken in the next century. Let's see our next number. 14. Crushed walnut. Walnuts are precious fruits. I bet it's not been long you enjoyed one, right? Well, for this record breaker, enjoyment is the last thing he wants from Walnut. He really wants to show Walnuts who is the boss by defeating them with an impressive speed that would shock Usain Bolt. Phew, this man is something else. I can't imagine going on a duel with him. I am sure I'd need an emergency ward after. Let's move on to number 13. 13. Baseball broken with shin. Are all human legs the same? Well, I might think so, but reality doesn't agree with me. The last time you hit your leg against a hard tool, did you not limp the entire day? Of course you did, as will any human. Well, any human except Kareem, who broke 65 bats with his shin. That's right, 65 pieces. Kareem must be the human Terminator. Let's look for another Kareem. 12. Coconut head smashing. Growing up, we learned the head is fragile and we should avoid harmful contact, right? I am sure either Muhammad missed the class or he knew his head was strong, not to have such rules. How do we explain this incredible accomplishment? Up next, number 11. 11. Crushed can elbow. It looks like Mohammeds are the strongest breed of humans of Earth. If your name is Mohammed, please do you have superpowers like your brothers? If this isn't superpower, explain how Mohammed was able to crush a whooping 77 cans in a minute. Are you sure Mohammeds don't have iron for elbows? Let's look around. Maybe we still see another Mohammed. 10. Tallest bicycle. What's the tallest bicycle you have ever ridden before? I am sure it would be the normal bicycles out there. Well, to Nicholas and David, they were a tad fed up with normal bicycles and did something totally crazy. This is mind-blowing. A 25 feet rideable bicycle isn't a regular sight. Our next record will surprise you more. 9. Fastest drone. The Earth is filled with incredible people like you, dear viewer. And also, Luke from South Africa, who imagined and gave us an incredible invention. Who would have thought that a drone could have a speed of 298 mph? That's mind-blowing. It's even faster than most supercars out there. Kudos, Luke. Let's continue looking for incredible people like Luke. 8. Most burgers eaten. When was the last time you ate burger? This afternoon, right? How long did it take you to finish it? Did you just say 10 minutes? Well, REIX did that in 20 seconds. Rick's digestion must be superb. I can't imagine eating all that in a minute. Number 7 is next. 7. Most thumbs push up. How many push-ups do you do in 30 minutes? Now, close your eyes. Imagine doing it with your thumb. How long can you go? Not long, right? That makes the two of us. Well, Irfan is a superhuman as he did 33 in a minute. Take your flowers, Irfan. Let's check out other superhumans. 6. Juggle Rubik. The last time I solved a Rubik Cube, I spent over 30 minutes. I am sure you would beat my records, but will you beat Quays who solved 3 while juggling them for 5 mins? I told you, I wasn't joking around. This kid is amazing. Now, onto our top 5. 5. Rotate on rope. When was the last time you rotated on a rope? I did recently and was dizzy for a while. Well, here comes the Superman. He was able to rotate for a record 77 times while on a wheelchair. This is very impressive, and we are sure this record will never be broken. Who do we have at number 4? 4. Human cannonball. I am sure you must have seen all kinds of cannonball before except one. The human cannonball. No, I am not kidding. Truly, this is a Superman living among us. We sure they are many. Now, the top 3 of our superheroes. 3. Needles and mouth. When was the last time you threaded a needle? How long before you did? Ever tried it with mouth? Well, neither I but Juan just made history right here. How is he able to as fast or even faster than most hands? This is a record never to be broken in a lifetime. Let's look for other history makers. 2. Most consecutive muscle. When it comes to muscular exercises like this, I know most of us would run away. Well, not Maxim who broke the previous one and set a new one. If you are still looking for a living legend, that's him, right there. And now, our number 1 for the world records that cannot be broken. 1. Most claps. Ever tried clapping really fast? I did, and I could only do 180 claps in a minute. I am sure you can easily beat my personal record, but have you heard of Miss 7? Think you can beat her records of 1080 claps within a minute? Are you up for the challenge? Alright, try it out and tell us your number in comments section. Kudos 7 for creating a record that won't be broken in a long while. Thank you for watching. Who was your favorite?